Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Beth with Create with Beth, and today I have a really cute card to share with you. It's this one right here. We're going to be making it together. So let's get started. You're going to start with a card base of, this is Blueberry Bushel from Stampin' Up, and this measures 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then you're going to need a piece for the inside that measures 5 inches by 3 3/4 inch. And I think we'll actually start with that. We'll start with the stamping. The stamp set that we're using is from My Favorite Things. It's called, whoops, turn it the right way. It's called Green Pastures. It is a retired stamp set. And unfortunately, I don't know if you can still get it. Because you've probably heard by now that My Favorite Things is going out of business. So I'm not sure what all you can get. It was kind of sad to hear they're going out of business. That really bummed me out when I heard that. Okay, so we're going to use this sentiment for the inside, and it says, "Wishing you green pastures." I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp the sentiment for that. Let's see. Whoops, and I got ink on my hands. Let's flip it over. Line this up on my grid paper, and that looks pretty good. And then we're going to take a piece of Designer Series paper. This is also from Stampin' Up. This is from a paper pack called Gloria's Gingham 6x6 Designer Series paper. And I'm pretty sure that is retired, unfortunately. But you can just use whatever Designer Series paper you like and you have in your stash. I know I have tons of DSP in my stash to use up, and I really shouldn't be ordering anymore, but I did. I placed a big order. It should be here in a week or so, so I'll be sharing that with you. We're going to glue this to the bottom panel of the panel, just like so. And just in case you didn't know or hadn't heard, Stampin' Up! Is having a free shipping sale coming up on I think it's from the 23rd to the 25th. So you might want to check that out. It's free shipping on orders of $100 or more. So I plan to stock up on cardstock. It's always good to do that. We're going to put this on the inside of our card base. Just like that. Okay. Then we're going to take a bigger piece of the pattern paper. This measures 5, I can't remember. This measures, let's see, 3 3/4 by 5. Put this down. I hope you're having a good day today. It's a beautiful sunny day in Michigan, which is awesome. Anytime we can get a sunny day, I'm happy. There's that piece. Now I have this piece, and this was cut from Basic White using this die set from my stash. I have no idea what brand name it is, but if you have something similar in your stash, this is what you would want to use. I'm using the largest size, and I'm just going to glue this flush down. You can pop it up on dimensionals if you wanted. This card has a lot of layers, and so I decided to keep it all kind of flat to help with postage. So I have that down. Next, we're going to take a panel that measures 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And this size, this will depend on what particular die you're using. Because all I did was just kind of base it on this size of this piece that I use. I wanted it to fit inside. So whatever size border you're using, you'll want to kind of adjust your measurement for that. We're going to do some ink blending on this piece. I have Lemon Lime Twist from Stampin' Up. And we're going to blend, try not to get our hands in the ink. We're going to do some ink blending on the bottom here for some grass. And I'm getting ink everywhere. Oh, that side's not any better. Just go a little ways up to give our girl somewhere to stand. There we go. And then we're going to get Balmy Blue out. And I don't know what the deal is with this pad, but it does not want to open for me today. We're going to come in at the top, and I got more ink on my panel. This is not my day for ink. And it's okay if it's uneven and swirly, because that's what the sky looks like. I'm kind of going for a darker tone at the top and then fading into a lighter blue as we get down to the grass. And you're going to go right into the grass and blend that in. Just like that. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so we'll set that aside for a minute. I have gone ahead and stamped and die cut the little girl from the stamp set. And I've colored her with my Copics, and I will go through and just kind of tell you a little bit of how I did it rather than showing you the coloring, because originally I left the coloring in the video and the video was ridiculously long. So I did do the coloring ahead of time. So I colored her skin. I always like to start with the skin. And I used E00, and then I came in with E11 and did some basic shading around her where there would be a shadow, and then I added some cheeks with E93, so those colors I used for that. I then did her hair, and for the hair I went in first with E11 and did an all over wash. Then I came in with E18 and just kind of went over where there'd be a shadow and outlined where the curls were. Then I blended that out with E15. And finally I came back with E11 and did an all over wash to bring the highlights out. So that's the hair. For her hat, I went over with the Stampin' Blend markers from Stampin' Up. And I used light blueberry bushel, did that all over. And then I came back in with dark blueberry bushel and added some shadows and blended those out. For her shirt, I used light balmy blue all over. Then I came in with dark balmy blue and did the collar, the cuffs, and the pocket, and then her jeans with the dark balmy blue as well. And finally for her boots, I just went all over with light copper clay. And that was the coloring. And then I cut her out with the coordinating die. So we're going to take her and glue her onto our panel here. Standing over here in the grass. There we go. And then we're going to add this panel to our front. Again, you could pop it up if you want to. I'm keeping it all flush. Whoops. There we go. Okay, we have one more bit of stamping to do. What did I do with my block? There it is. We're going to stamp the word howdy. Whoops. Try to get this even on my block. Well, let's try again. And I'm going to again use the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. There we go. Getting ink all over the place. I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this out. You can use your trimmer instead if you'd like to. There we go. And put some glue on. I'm going to put the side of it flush with this panel. There we go. And we're nearly done. I have these gem stickers from Honeybee Stamps. These are Sweet on You gem stickers. No idea if they're still in stock or not, or if they're retired. I've had them for quite a long time, so they might be out of stock, but you probably have something that you can use. I'm going to put one right there. One right there. And one down here. There we go. And there you have it. There is our Howdy card, Green Pastures card. It's super easy to make and fun to make, and I think it turned out great. I'm really pleased with it. Thanks again so much for showing up and watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back again. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.